Good morning and welcome to the 2022 Great Texas Air Show. I'm Master Sergeant Caitlin Jones-Martin here with the 502nd Air Base Wing to bring you a sneak peek at some of our acts throughout the day today. Of course, the best way to get up close and personal with this amazing air power is to actually be here. The wait time right now is approximately 1 hour to get onto our base. We're located at Joint Base San Antonio Randolph, and you can find the directions, rules, and all sorts of tips and tricks on our website at greattexasairshow.com. Remember, parking and entry to the show is completely free. Throughout the day, we'll be bringing you a few acts live here on Facebook, and first up is our very own 12th Flying Training Wing from right here at JBSA Randolph. The 12th is one of our many pilot training wings that fall under the Air Education and Training Command, celebrating their 80th anniversary this year. The wing manages all airmanship programs for USAFA cadets and initial flight training for all Air Force airmen scheduled to enter pilot, combat systems officer, or remotely piloted aircraft training. In the skies today, you'll see the T-38C Talon, the T-6A Texan II, and the T-1A Jayhawk, just as you usually can see them in the skies above Randolph. So as they get spun up and ready to take off, we're going to send you over to the Air Boss for the show.
Until we got to here today, now you heard the narration during Tora talk about 19 million men and women put into service following that, and the numbers of aircraft that were built. One of the big challenges that we had as a country at that point was creating an Air Force to get it staffed. We had to build aircraft, we had to build bombers and fighters, we had to train pilots. The very field you were standing on here at what was known at the time as Randolph Field played a huge role in that. In fact, in 1941, they were known as the West Point of the air. Pilot trainees would come here and first flight link trainers to learn basic flight procedures and aircraft instrumentation. Then came basic flight training as cadets take their initial solo flights. Next, the trainees moved to Randolph Field, now known as Randolph Air Force Base. In fact, now Joint Base San Antonio, Randolph, for secondary training. Here they learned advanced flight skills such as aerobatics, as well as attended ground school. Lastly, the cadets traveled to nearby Kelly Field for the final stage of their training, such as cross-country training and formation flying. After completing the nearly 30-week program, cadets received their wings and became officers. And overhead now, you see the composite flight from the 12th Flying Training Wing, led by T-1 Jayhawks on each wing, T-38 Talons, and out on the outside, the T-6A Texan II. That is the direct connection from our time in 1941 at Randolph Field to today. That is your training aircraft here as part of the 12th Flying Training Wing, based right here at Joint Base San Antonio, Randolph. Now, the aircraft you saw, the T-6A Texan II, it's a single-engine, two-seat primary trainer designed to train Joint Primary Pilot Training, or JPPT, students in basic flying skills common to the U.S. Air Force and Navy pilots. It is the military version of Raytheon's Beech Pilatus PC-9 Mark II. Now, the T-38 Talon that was there in the middle is a twin-jet, supersonic jet trainer produced by Northrop Grumman. The company built just under 2,000, in fact 1,187 of them, and more than 72,000 United States Air Force pilots have trained in that aircraft since 1961. That aircraft has been in service for well over 55 years. Lastly, the T-1A Jayhawk is the military version of the Beech 400A commercial business jet. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a huge round of applause for your very own 12th Flying Training Wing composite flight?